guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a great and amazing day today. Now in today's video, we are diving in and we are looking at how to stop living paycheck to paycheck. Now anywhere from 55 to 63% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So I wanted to make a video really doing a 10-step process to finally take a hold of your finances. So I hope you guys all enjoy this video. If you guys do, hit that like button, subscribe, save it for later, send it to your friend, do what you guys do. I appreciate every single one of you, and subscribe and like. Yeah, do that right now. All right, so I hope you guys all enjoy this. Let's dive into this. So living paycheck to paycheck is so incredibly stressful because if something happens to your job or a certain check, or maybe just something happens where you don't get paid, you have so much financial pressure. Now, I wanted to make a 10-step plan that anybody can do at any age to finally take a hold of their finances. So the first thing that I would recommend doing is create a budget. Having a budget will help keep things on track and know where your money is going. It's a great first step. The reason why is because you may not even know you have $200 a month in just subscriptions. You may not even know that you're spending, $200 a week on eating out. So having a budget is going to be a great way where you can finally just start seeing where your money is going and how to limit certain expenses. All right, so the second thing that you guys could do, kind of piggybacking off of creating a budget, is track your spending. Honestly, I fall guilty of this quite often, to be honest. I sign up for these dumb free trials and I always forget I have them. Keeping track of your spending, honestly, is going to be another great first step to see where your money is going and making sure, one, you don't have any debt, two, you know where all of your money is going. Honestly, I fall guilty of this. I don't know where all my money is going. Nowadays, there's a whole bunch of fantastic free apps like the Rocket app, which is just a financial app that kind of keeps track of your spending. It's a great app. I would highly recommend it. This is not a promotion or anything like that. It's just an app that I love and I highly recommend. And it helps keep track of all of your spending and so you know where all your money is going. All right, the third thing that I would recommend doing is start building an emergency fund. Try to build $1,000 emergency fund if something happens to your car, your house, an apartment, your water heater breaks, something happens to your kids, your dogs. Having $1,000 saved up is going to be another huge stress reducer, just because, like I said, we're all busy, we all spend money, and if we have some sort of fund that honestly is just sitting there, it's going to be so much less stressful if something does happen. And nowadays, they do make saving super simple and they make it super fun. If you guys are signed up with direct deposit with your employer, you can automate everything so it's not like you're sending money or anything like that every week. You can automatically do it with your employer and it's absolutely fantastic. And they make it super fun. You guys could sign up with like a site like Yada, which is like a lottery. For every $25 you have saved, you get a lottery ticket every single day. It's a fun way to save money and you could possibly make more money. And the beautiful thing about it is that $25 always stays in there and it grows, which is awesome. And it historically beats a lot of the big time savings accounts like Chase or Bank of America. On average, like Yada gets about a 2% return where Chase Bank is like 0.01%, which is great. All right, the fourth thing that I would recommend doing is cut expenses. With everyone, we all spend money on things we don't need or use. Figuring out, going in, looking at the Rocket app to seeing where your money is going, you will find bills that you don't use anymore. So cut expenses. This is honestly going to be a fast track to stop living paycheck to paycheck, because unfortunately there's only two ways to stop living paycheck to paycheck. It's increasing income or cut your expenses. Unfortunately, those are the only two. So figuring out where your money is going, cutting expenses is going to be a great way to stop living paycheck to paycheck. All right, the fifth thing that I would recommend doing, we talked about cutting expenses. The other one is increasing income. Like I said, the only two ways that you guys can stop living paycheck to paycheck is to cut your expenses or increase income. Now this one here, increasing income, I know it seems difficult, but I'm not asking you to go get another job or ask for a promotion, what I would recommend doing is start a side hustle. Some sort of thing that can start paying you money. This could be a lawn care company. This could be a table rental service. This could be a YouTube channel, a blog, a virtual assistant. There are so many options nowadays, and having an extra $100 a week in just cutting lawns, that will pay your car. That will help pay your mortgage. And $100 a week goes a long way. That's your grocery bill. So I know it sounds crazy to go out and knock on doors and see if anybody needs a lawn care or, needs their leaves raked. I know it seems crazy, but it's unfortunately the only way to get out of your situation. You need to increase your income or you have to cut expenses. Moving on to step number 6, what I would recommend doing is to start paying off your debt. Now that we know where your money's going, now that we have a good savings, now that we are increasing our income, cutting expenses, the next thing we need to do is to start paying off this debt. Now, the debt that I would recommend starting with is debt that is often higher interest. All right, so the debt that I would recommend starting paying off is going to be credit cards. The average credit card ranges from 19 to 29%. It's terrible. It's such a ripoff. So paying off that debt is going to be such a financial burden lifted off your shoulders. It's going to feel incredible. And honestly, using this side hustle money could go straight into paying off a card or straight into paying off a loan. Like I said, what I would recommend doing is start paying off the higher interest first and then just work your way down all the way to all of your debt so you can pay off as much debt as you can. All right, moving on to number 7. All right, moving on to step number 7 here. This one here is to automate your savings. Now, automating your savings is going to be a great way to reduce the stress because you're not thinking about it every single day. On top of that, what I mean by automate, go to your job and pretty much say, if you guys have direct deposit set up, how can I send a certain dollar amount or percentage to a savings account? And yes, I know, starting out, make sure you guys just build that $1,000 up. I get it. And then leave that in it. I'm not asking you to build up a savings account and then pay off your debt. It's going to be unrealistic. What I would recommend doing, build up that $1,000 all automated so it's not something you're even thinking about, and then pause it. Then start working on that high interest debt and then continue to pay that off. Once that's paid off, then go back to automating your savings account and start building that up as well. All right, moving on to step number 8. This is a little tip that I have done several times, is don't be afraid to negotiate your bills. I have called my phone provider. I have called my internet company, pretty much said, hey, I'm looking to cancel. Is there any way you can lower the bill? I'm gonna go to another service. In most cases, they will lower it. It may only be $5, $10, $15 at max, but $5, $10, $15 is a decent amount of money. I don't want to pay an extra $15 if I don't have to. So call your bills. Call almost every single one of them and say, hey, is there any way I can lower my bill? Yeah, I'm looking to move, I'm looking to change service, say whatever you want. I can almost guarantee that they will want to keep you as a customer and they'll just lower it $5, $10, $15. All right, moving on to step number 9 here. This one here, avoid those impulse purchases. They add up a lot. This could be a cup of coffee. This could be an energy drink that I'm super guilty of. This could be the new phone that comes out, a new camera, or whatever. I'm just naming some of the things that I've done, but honestly, avoiding those impulse purchases is going to be a great way to help relax your finances and understand that you don't need the newest phone. You don't need a coffee every day. In most cases, there's cheaper options pretty much in almost every single circumstance. When it comes to eating out, you always can find a cheaper place to eat out. When it comes to your phone plan, you could always find a cheaper phone plan. Avoiding those impulse purchases is going to be a great way to where you guys will notice a ton of extra money flood into your account. All right, the last thing that I would recommend doing now that we kind of understand exactly where all the money's going, that we're cutting expenses, increasing our income, we're doing everything we need to do, is to set your financial goals and start investing. Now that we have a general idea of where your money's going, you paid off some credit card debt, you start paying off maybe a car loan or whatever, then you guys can start investing. Investing is going to be such a life hack. Invest in the S&P, invest in the companies you love. But honestly, a little pro tip when it comes to investing, just invest in the S&P 500 and that's it. It's something hedge funds can't even beat, so all those world-class traders can't even beat them. It's a great investment for long term, so you don't have to worry about it or even manage it, and you guys will get dividends that will act as another passive income stream for you. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little 10-step, I believe, 10-step little deal on how to stop living paycheck to paycheck. If you guys did, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Take care.